What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day, and we once again hit another 5x on this channel. So leave a like on this video for that, guys, if you did cash. This has been amazing. We did cash a 5x on last Wednesday, and then we also cashed one on Saturday morning, and then we cashed one yesterday, right? So we've cashed multiple 5x's this week, which is amazing to think about. Each of these will go up 4 units. So very, very profitable on the week on this channel. So leave a like on this video, leave a comment on this video if you guys did cash. And I did say yesterday, if we got yesterday's video to 75 likes, that I would be doing a signed jersey giveaway, and we did get over 80 likes on that video. I think close to 90 or 100 likes. So thank you guys so much for the support and the likes. I will have more details of that giveaway later in the week. And leave a comment down below what jersey you guys want me to give away. You know, I'm gonna probably do some NFL jersey, so a player that's like popping off right now, quarterback or receiver or running back. So leave a comment down below what jersey you guys want me to get, as long as it's, you know, not like Tom Brady or something crazy like that, because I'm sure those are in the thousands. But as long as it's reasonable, I am planning to do a giveaway of a player that is popping off right now. So again, that's just a way to give back to you guys. And again, leave a like and comment on this video. All right, guys. So going over the rest of yesterday, we had a 5x. Obviously, I took the unders on these teams on Liberty, and I went over that yesterday. Again, they got pretty close, right? You know, it got close. This guy got 15 yards. He got pretty close. He got one reception for 15 yards, and I took the unders together. So, you know, Liberty at the end of the day, they didn't pass much. I mean, they passed a decent amount, but they didn't pass enough for both of these guys to go over. And this is exactly how it works. I take the overs together or unders together, and this guy got 80 yards, so his receiver got 15 yards, right? If this guy would have got like 30 yards, let's just say, then this guy probably would have got, I don't know, 5 yards. And then if this guy would have got, I don't know, let's just say 200 yards, hypothetically, then this guy probably would have got 50 yards or something like that, right? So you'll see these guys move together, and that is what we do on this channel. And we're going to do it again today. I have a play on Prizepicks. I have a play on ONYX odds. Yesterday, I also gave this play out for free. I gave it out on my Twitter and my free winnable. So if you don't follow me on Twitter, do so. It's just DSF_detective, I think, or I'm sure you can find me. Right here on ONYX odds, we took the over in New Mexico State Liberty game, and this did easily hit, so that was really nice to see there. I will be talking about ONYX odds today as well, obviously. And then we have a number of setups. All right, we have a number of setups, which pretty much just means the two-man, one of the two-mans in this four-man is already hit, right? So Counter-Strike has been doing very well for us. I took the over in this game. It went ahead and has set us up already. This game has also set us up. This game went into overtime. That's why you see these guys' kills go so high, because this game went into overtime. It went additional rounds. And then same thing up here. I took the overs in Counter-Strike up here, and same thing, right? So again, Counter-Strike's very similar to football in a way of like, if everyone is performing, then everyone's going to go over. If it's a very long game, then everyone's going to go over. So that is how Counter-Strike works. It's also very correlated. Here's a little taco that we hit right there. You know, nothing crazy because it's a taco. And then we do have a Joe Flacco, Jamar Chase pair when I took the unders. And then this was a play on Taco Tuesday that I also sent out yesterday for the first taco. So unfortunately, Freddie did push. So, you know, that kind of sucks because we should have hit this as a full two-man or whatever it is. But you know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. And then again, as I always show, you know, there are some losses yesterday. I'm not here to tell you guys that we win every single entry that we take, because we don't. You know, these 3-mans and 4-mans, they're not supposed to hit very often, right? They don't hit very often. They, you know, if it's a 5x or if it's an 8x, a 9x, like you're only really supposed to hit maybe 1 in 5 of them, 1 in 6 of them, something like that. And again, you're going to slowly build your bankroll by doing so. So here's a good example of correlation, right? I actually took these guys over in the second half. I thought they were going to be able to throw a lot in that second half because they were trailing by like 13 points. What ends up happening is they pretty much roll over and just give up, I guess, which is kind of annoying, but they just give up in this game, and this guy only throws for 45 yards. So, you know, I thought maybe they would come back in this game, throw a lot more in the second half. It doesn't end up happening. It is what it is. And then right here, I take a Dota entry under. Unfortunately, he goes way over because there's a lot to get into, but unfortunately, he does go way over. And then you'll see here in this is South Alabama. I took the 2 unders together in South Alabama, and you guys will see these guys go way under together. This guy gets about 50% of his line, let's just call it, and then this guy also gets 50% of his line. So very correlated together, the South Alabama duo was, but we just couldn't get it done in Dota. If you guys don't know, This weekend, this last weekend, we went up over 40 units between Thursday and Saturday. Thursday and Sunday night. Between Thursday and Sunday night, we went up 40 units alone, okay, guys? And you'll see here this week so far, the past 7 days, we're up 32 units, right? And that's just because, again, we kind of trickled down just a little bit going back to like Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday morning, just getting setups, just kind of ramping up, getting some setups going. And then, this weekend, we just absolutely exploded. And we're continuing to do so. So absolutely amazing weekend. Again, leave a like and comment if you're on the VIP, and that would be really, really good to see. So one additional thing I forgot to shout out right here is someone signed up for REBET with my code. They got into the VIP and then they got a $75 free pick. Okay, and shout out to you. You said that you've been watching this channel for more than 5 months now, and yesterday was the first time that he texted me, and it's great to see that, because now you got into the VIP. You literally signed up for REBET. You got a $75 free pick, and then this is his plays. I'm not taking credit for this. This is his plays in hockey. I really don't bet that much hockey, but he took a 3-leg hockey parlay and made $233 from it. Okay, guys. And again, this is all profit because he had a $75 free pick. So again, sign up for REBET. I'd say this stuff every day. They give you a $75 free pick. Sign up for REBET. It's legal in most states, and you guys will get 1 free month of the VIP, and also sign up for ONYX odds. All right, guys. So sign up for ONYX odds. This is how we hit yesterday's play in that right here, whatever it was New Mexico State and Liberty. And then sign up for ONYX odds, because this is very important. ONYX odds is giving out a free $100 in free picks. Okay, so REBET, you're going to get a $75 free pick, and then ONYX odds, you'll get $100 in free picks, and that comes through as 4 $25 entries. Okay, so you're going to have 4 entries of $25 completely free on ONYX odds. All you have to do is sign up for like 5 minutes. It takes like 5 minutes to sign up. You put $10 in, you take a $10 entry, and then you have $100 in free picks to play with on ONYX odds, and you can slowly build up your bankroll from there. Okay, guys, this is absolutely insane. I don't know how long this is going to last. As I said yesterday, it came about in September. So September, everyone was signing up for this, and they did away with it early October. And I had a lot of people that were like sad. They were like, oh man, I was going to sign up for ONYX, but something happened, and it's, whatever it is, and blah, blah, blah. And like, I get it, guys. I get that, stuff happens and you get busy and stuff. But again, take advantage of these promos, because I don't know how long this is going to last. And luckily, they did bring it back just a couple of days ago now, okay? So sign up for ONYX, guys. The way to do that is just texting me these different words. Text me ONYX to my number up here on the screen. It'll also be like a yellow banner up at the top, but my number's right here. It'll be in the pinned comment. My number's everywhere. If you don't know how to text me, just text me, and I'll respond to you. I want to get you guys into the VIP, and is legitimately as simple as like a 5-minute, putting a couple bucks in one of these apps, and it takes like 5 minutes, right? So text me ONYX if you want to sign up for ONYX odds. Again, that's $100 in free picks. Sign up for REBET and sign up for Better. All right, these are the apps that I'm using along with Prizepicks to make a lot of money this football season and this weekend and so on. So you already kind of saw the first pick of the day. It is Texas Tech and Arizona State to go over 48.5 total points. I think this is a pretty no-brainer right here. We have Texas Tech, an absolute elite offense. I will say their quarterback is kind of injured, so I think he's like questionable, but their second quarterback is also very good. So I think he's going to be able to come in and do very similar stuff to that the other quarterback did. I think that this game is going to at least be like something like 24-27 at the lowest, but I could also see this game getting into the 30s very easily. 2 very high-powered offenses in the Big 12, not so good of defenses, and I just think this is going to be a very, very high-scoring game. All right, so this is going to be the play on ONYX odds, guys. Go ahead and lock this in. We have like sneakily been killing ONYX odds and REBET, like these over-unders and these money lines and these spreads. We have like, honestly, I think we're like 5 in a row right now. We're like 5 in a row, and I haven't even really been talking about it, but I've just slowly been sending out entries, and we've just been killing it. Like, I don't know what it is, right? We've been dominating these like just straight up over-unders and money lines and stuff like that. And again, if you're in a state like Texas, which I'm personally in Texas or California or Florida, you don't have access to FanDuel and DraftKings and all that, but you can get access to ONYX odds, for example, and you can play some of these over-unders and money lines, which is really important because we obviously want to get access to betting like that, because the more availability and the more options we have, the better it is for as being a profitable bettor, right, guys? So this is going to be a play of the day on Prizepicks. Again, I want to reiterate this. I'm going to say this on winning days and losing days, even though we cashed yesterday's entry as a 5x. These are not supposed to hit every single day. All right, these are 5x entries, right? A lot of people will play entries that will maybe only make you like 50, like that'll be like 10 bucks to win $15 or something like that, right? This is 10 bucks to win $50, right? And by the way, I'm limited on Prizepicks. That's why I only play $1 entries, just to give you guys the entries. But this is 10 bucks to win $50, right? This is a 5x entry. So they're not supposed to hit every day. So I'm not going to guarantee that they hit, because that's just not how it works on Prizepicks. It's not about winning every day. It's about just slowly playing profitable correlated entries over a long period of time, and eventually you come out ahead, as I've proven a lot on these graphs, right? You guys will see this week, and then you guys most importantly will see last year, which I did the exact same strategy. And as I always point out, we have a lot more losses than wins, even though we're very profitable, because of this. Because 3Xs are, they give out a large payout. 3-mans and 4-mans, they give out very large payout. All right. So I'm taking the under on Sam Houston tonight. Okay. So yesterday we took the under on Liberty. Tonight we're taking the under on Sam Houston State versus UTEP. And pretty much everything I said yesterday about Liberty stands true with Sam Houston State. They're a really bad offense. They're like bottom 10 in the league. They're probably bottom 3 worst team in all of college football. So they're just really not a great team at all. UTEP is a pretty solid passing defense. And San Jose State, I'm not going to say that they are like a run first. They kind of are a run first team, but they're not like a fully running team, but they do run quite a lot. Hunter Watson also runs quite a lot. And Hunter Watson, honestly, is a pretty solid running quarterback. So you'll see him often breaking out 40, 50, 60-yard runs. And if he does break out a 40 or 50-yard run, that's really good for the unders in passing yards, because if let's say he's at the 30-yard line and he just breaks out a 50-yard run, and now they're in the red zone, now he only has 10 yards to pass potentially, right? Instead of a really, really pass-heavy quarterback, maybe like a Jared Goff that never runs, if he's starting at the 30-yard line, he has like 70 yards to go, that all of those could be pass yards, right? He could pass 70 yards. But if Hunter Watson is running the ball and then they hand off the ball to their running back, and they run this scheme where they're running quite a lot. And that's what I love about college football, is some of these teams, especially in the first half, they stick to a game plan. So it's really predictable what they're going to do. They play to their strengths, they play to their good players. And a lot of these teams, a lot of these like UTEP, San Jose State, they have just a couple of good players on these teams, okay? So they stick to a strategy, they stick to their game plan, and especially in the first half. Now in the second half, when they're down by like 13, then maybe everything hits the wall, and then maybe they just start firing off passes and kind of start panicking because they got to get back in the game. But the first half, they normally have a game plan, and they stick to that game plan through the first half, and then they kind of maybe come out and do different things in the second half. So again, as I've mentioned multiple times, this is extremely correlated together. Again, if this guy, maybe let's just say he gets like 50 yards or something like that, then this guy's maybe going to get like 7 yards, right? If this guy gets like 20 yards, then this guy's probably going to get like 5 yards or something like that, right? So very, very correlated together is quarterback and receiver. And again, you don't really have to think too much to understand that, right? If a quarterback passes for 300 yards, his number one receiver is going to do very well. If a quarterback passes for 50 yards, like Justin Fields, for example, this past weekend, then his number one receiver is not going to do very well, okay? So extremely correlated. This is like the bread and butter of this channel. And then the third pick down here, which is just kind of on its own, is Darnell Washington over 18.5 receiving. All right, so the reason why I like Darnell Washington over receiving yards this week on Thursday Night Football is because if you guys look at the tight end snap share for the Steelers so far this year, you will see week 1, Darnell Washington is about at like 50% snap share. And you have Jonnu Smith and Pat Freiermuth kind of leading the team, leading the group. And then same thing in week 2, right? So he only gets like mid 30s, right? Mid 30 snap share in week 2. Same thing in week 3. So again, he's kind of playing this like weird filler role, maybe coming in just on blocking downs. And then week 4, he absolutely explodes up to 91% snap share, right? He plays 50 snaps in this game, and you'll see the other 2 guys take a step back. Jonnu Smith takes a step back, Freiermuth takes a step back, and Darnell Washington plays so much in week 4. And then if we go to, and then they have a bye week, and then we go to week 6, you'll see the same thing. He has an 80% snap share, almost playing 50 snaps in week 6. So there was something that happened between week 3 and 4. I'm not sure what it is. I think Mike Tomlin, he plays favorites. He really likes Darnell Washington going into week 4. They won the game. They did well. Darnell Washington did really well. And then in week 6, he did even better, and he gets close to 60. I think he gets like 62 yards or something like that in week 6. So Darnell Washington is slowly becoming the starter of this offense. And actually, if you look at some Steelers depth charts, they have Darnell Washington as the number 1 tight end on this offense right now, okay? So It's just a fact of a matter is if you have a tight end one of an offense, so a tight end that's playing 80 to 90% of the snap share, having 18.5 as your line is way too low, okay? So if you guys remember, I think it was like a weekend or two ago, I talked about Calvin Ridley and I talked about him going over, and his line I think was at like 35 or 38, something like that. And I said, guys, if you're a number one receiver on the offense, I know Calvin Ridley has kind of had his ups and downs, but if you're a number one receiver in the NFL, having 38 as your passing yard total is as receiving yard total is way too low for Calvin Ridley. And he did go ahead and get like 70 yards or something like that. Very similar stuff to Darnell Washington, okay? I'm not saying I'm not saying, oh, he's going to get 5 catches and he's going to get 100 yards. I'm just saying if you're a number one tight end or a tight end that's getting 80 to 90% of the snap share in the following weeks, then having 18.5 as your total is extremely, extremely low, okay? If you're a tight end one in the NFL, your line should at least be in the mid 20s, if not in the 30s, all right? So I'm taking this over. Again, this isn't someone who gets a ton of volume passing wise, so who knows, maybe he gets 0 catches or something like that and he does only have 0, but I think this is a really solid bet. And again, the past 2 weeks he's had 20 receiving yards, and then the other week he had 62 receiving yards, okay? So, and these are the games that he did go over in his snap share and have a ton of snap share, all right? So I think this is a bit of a sneaky play right here with Darnell Washington, and I really like this today. If this line is off the board, I would just go ahead and take his fantasy score at 4.5 is what it's at right now, and I would take that over instead because it's fundamentally the same type of stuff, okay? So this is going to be the play for the three man right here for a 5X. Again, if you guys want to get into the VIP, these are the 3 methods to do so. All you have to do is put $10 into any of these apps, text me any of these words, and I'll have that instruction sent out to you. It takes maybe 5 to 10 minutes to sign up for these apps, and then you'll get a month free of the VIP. And again, if you want to sign up for all these apps, you're going to need them in the VIP anyway. Then you can get up to 3 months free of the VIP if you did want to sign up for all these apps. All right, guys. So thank you guys so much for the support. Again, all I ask for you to do is leave a like on this video, and again, comment down below what jersey you guys would like for me to give away, and I'll be looking for a jersey to get you guys and have more information on that giveaway later in the week. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in tomorrow's video.